Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well. About 7 topics for this video. And they have to do with Ukraine attack on a ammunition depot in Russia. Successful, and they blew the thing up. There are some videos over there. I'm not going to play the videos because YouTube has problems with that. And the Ukrainians did what I said many times before they will do to destroy the Kerch Bridge, the Crimean Bridge, which is flooding the air defenses of the Russians. And exactly that's what they did. They issued a great number of drones. Nevertheless, that's a successful attack. I will show you the map. I will show you the articles coming from all over the place, let's put this, including the Russians. I will tell you how the Russians, what the Russians reported the incident occurred. So I think that ammunition depot was really blown up. And the Russians, they tell us how they repelled that massive drone attack. Now that's the first one. The second one, remember when the Russians, I don't know, actually I will tell you this, the Russians were right. I don't know if you know, but there were a few instances, at least when I read, these guys in the West were making fun of the Russians covering their airplanes with tires. So they put on top of the airplanes, on the wings, tires, regular tires, you know, the rubber tires, and everybody was laughing. Look at these baboons. Now we have a confirmation that the Russians were not idiots as these guys portrayed them to be. I'm going to show you. There are some reports from actually, not reports, statements coming from US military. Can make shit up. Now Ukraine was also attacked by a massive Russian drone attack. Let's use that again. And I'm going to give you information on that one. Next one. Well. It seems like the Canadians solved their homeless problem that the socialist Canada with their imbecile prime minister solved. So you Canadians must have everything since you can afford giving money to other countries and other people. All right? But hey, that's business, just business, because you are different, you're good-hearted, you're kind. We Canadians, remember how that imbecile Trudeau says, we Canadians, do I look like him a little bit? I think so. We Canadians stick for one another. We Canadians, we don't do that. Like he has the heart of Canada in his imbecile body. All right, I will show you that one. So let's go to the first article. Here it is. Ukrainska Pravda, Wednesday, 18th of September 2024. Ukrainian Special Forces drones destroy Russian Defense Ministry warehouse in Toropets. And indeed, big explosion. Drones from the Security Service of Ukraine, Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, DUI, that's how I call them, and the Special Operation Forces successfully attacked a large warehouse belonging to the Russian Ministry of Defense main missile and artillery directorate in the Russian town of Toropets in Tver Oblast on the night of 17th to 18th of September. The source reports that the warehouse stored missiles intended for its Iskander tactical missile systems, Tochka-U tactical missile systems, guided aerial bombs and artillery ammunition. So the Ukrainian drone strike caused an extremely powerful explosion. The fire covered an area of 6 kilometers wide. 6 kilometers is about what? 4 miles. First one. Second one. CNN. These guys show a little bit of journalism. CNN. Ukraine claims to have destroyed large Russian ammunition depot in overnight drone attack. And here is one of the maps. Not that one, which I was trying to avoid for obvious reasons, YouTube. Right? So this is Ukraine. I'm going to show you a different map as well. This is Ukraine, obviously. This is Tochka, Latvia, Moscow, and this is where the thing is located. I'm going to go deeper in that. So right, the Toropets Tver region. Right, you know, you impress me. You can go that close, but I have another map ready, just so you know. That's the town, but I'm gonna go like this. The same thing. I like to see, real things here more than that, but here. This is Toropets, according to the maps. So what's this? I don't know, but that's very strange, don't you think? All right, so we can get lost with that one. Correct. All right, so we have this. Is this the one? Well, it could be a storage. So this is where the attack occurred. Now, let's go to the next article. Ukrainian drones strike a major military depot in a Russian town northwest of Moscow. And indeed they did. Ukraine claimed, again, this is nice, the strike destroyed military warehouse in Toropets, a town in Russia's Tver region about 380 kilometers, 240 miles northwest of Moscow, and about 500 kilometers, which is 300 miles from the border with Ukraine. Again, they tell us what they destroyed: the Iskander North Korean ammunitions, long-range, short-range ballistic missiles, Korean-made. So they did a good job, it seems like. More than 100 domestically produced exploding drones were deployed in the attack on the depot. More than 100. And they have to say it, domestically produced, not American provided or British. No. What do you think? So that confirms something I said many times before, New Voice of Ukraine. Over 100 drones hit Tver warehouse with Iskanders and Tochka-U missiles. Video, no. I said this many times before. How, and they will do it, it's not that I want, I'm just predicted, and I don't like when I predict and they come true. Evil stuff. The Ukrainians will, I know you might not like it, but let's put, nationalism, which is great, and patriotism, which is fantastic, to the side, because that clouds our reason. Mine too, don't worry about that. When you get into heart-beating things, then you go to the tunnel vision and you become a hunter, which is no peripheric view, and so on. Hunter and getter, they're the getters. Whoop, we are the hunters. Boom. All right. So what happens here? I said when the Ukrainians will destroy, not hit, destroy, that is, collapse the Kerch Bridge, the Crimean Bridge, they will do it in the same way, which is they will flood the Russian, I was about to say Soviets, Russian air defense systems, which are in great number, with drones, with fake drones that they have no ammunition on them. They will just fly over there to have these guys get their ammunition pop on them. And missiles, which they're gonna have, I would expect them drones, certain kind of missiles domestically produced, and the real ones that will really be made, which be the last batch launched towards the Kerch Bridge, to be the Nord Stream, Stormy Daniels, whatever, the British missiles. Remember the Storm Shadow missiles, or the Scalp, the French variant, which is the same thing, it's just a different name. So they will send their little drones, these guys are gonna destroy them all. They're gonna start with sending real drones, that can cause damage. They're gonna start. They send some, I don't know, some little how they call them now, rocket drones, domestically produced. What other bombs they have, and then the last ones will be, I don't know, about 20 Storm Shadow drones, missiles that will hit. About 5 of them will hit the Kerch Bridge. That's the way it's gonna happen. Watch, see, wait. Patient, why do I say that? I don't know. Patient is a virtue still. So, right there, that's how they did it. Now, let's see what the Russians are saying about this, right? Sputnik. Air defense repelling massive drone attack over Russia's Toropets authorities. Air defense repels a massive drone attack in the Russian town of Toropets, located in the Pap, with the local authorities deciding to partially evacuate the population from the affected areas, the regional government said on Wednesday. This is the communiqué. In Toropets, the Tver region, the process of extinguishing a fire is underway at the site of the drone debris fell. Air defense forces continue to repel a massive drone attack in the skies above the city. No, I don't think those are from debris like the Ukrainians claim when the Russians attack. Oh, the debris just fell and now we don't have about 8 oblasts, no electricity and running water, and I don't know, it's just because 500,000 consumers don't have power. But it's just the drones, debris that we fell exactly over the distribution centers or the, I don't know, the lines. Do you believe that? Okay, all right. Let's move on. In addition, it was decided to partially evacuate the population from areas where the air defense is working and firefighting is underway. Too late. I think there was a successful, I saw the videos, not only. I know how these guys operate. I have experience. I've been reading these guys day and night. So, no. These guys sent their drones. Some of them were shot down. Some of them hit the target. That thing is on fire due to the debris and the direct hits. That's how it is. You don't believe me? Wait until you're gonna see the satellite pictures posted by the Americans the next day or maybe after 2 days. Wait, you're not gonna see it. Now let's see how these guys laughed and the Russians are right. Here you have it. The war zone. Russia covering aircraft with tires is about confusing image matching missile seekers. US military confirm. Right there. And they were laughing. I remember when they were laughing. I didn't know. I said, these guys cannot be idiots. They are putting this on the bombers and say, what the hell? That's not true. What? I said, well, they don't do it because they're baboons. And they're not. These guys confirm. But they made fun of the Russians. Right there, another one. They made fun of the Russians. So, Russia putting tires on top of bombers and other aircraft was about confusing seekers with image matching capabilities on incoming munitions. A senior US military technologist has confirmed this is exactly what the war zone said was the most likely explanation for the tactic when it first emerged last year. So they adjust, right? So Schuler Moore, I don't know how you pronounce that name, Schuler, U.S. Central Command's first ever chief technology officer, mentioned the Russian use of tires to disrupt incoming attacks on airbase during a broader live-streamed roundtable talk on artificial intelligence and related technology that Pula mea, tell me what the hell. Before taking up her current role, Moore had been and I'm going, a sort of classic unclassified example that exists is like a picture of a plane from the top and you're looking for a plane, and then if you put tires on top of the wings, all of a sudden a lot of computer vision models have difficulty in identifying that that's a plane. End quote. Moore said as part of a larger discussion about AI models and data sets. Got it? Russia was first observed using tires to help shield Tu-95 and Tu-160 bombers at Eagles II airbase from attacks in fall 2023. This followed numerous Ukrainian long-range kamikaze. So, again, Business Insider, covering aircraft with tires the way Russia has can confuse weapons looking for the plane, US military official says. Got that? Got there. Move on. Ukrinform. Okay, what do we have here? Ukraine intercepts 46 Russian kamikaze drones overnight. Now, the Russians launch a lot of drones, small and big, and it seems like the small ones you can pop, and even the kamikaze you can pop, or pop. So in this case, they are mentioning only the kamikaze drones, which sometimes there's the Shahed drones. Those cause more damage than the little ones that destroy the Abrams tanks and the Leopards and all that, the $20,000 cheap Russian drones destroying expensive Western weapons, but it's okay. We're going to pay for them. Why? Because we are good people and we're more moral than our enemies that are designated for us by our owners. Ukraine's air defense forces shot down 46 Shahed one-way attack drones of the 52 Russia launched in the early hours of Wednesday. So again, we have here, 6 that probably went into space. Russian invaders hit with 3 Kh 5969 guided air missiles from the airspace of the occupied part of Kherson region and 52 strike UAVs from Russia's Kursk and Yeisk region, the statement said. Yeah, okay, I was waiting. Air Force Mobile Papa did this. As a result of the effort, 46 were shot down, and the other ones flew back to Moscow. All right, so that is the Russian attack. Let's see how the Canadians solved all their domestic problems. Like, I don't know, taxes, buying houses cheap, taxes low, buying houses cheap, grocery, being very low. It's fantastic. How? Well, you guys give loans or something to someone else. So, new voice of Ukraine. Moldova to receive loan from Canada to support Ukrainian refugees. So Moldova is a artificial country. Ukrainians are a different people than the Romanians, right? In Moldova, and Canada is giving these guys money to pay for these guys. So Canada is loaning. So good job, right? But hey, we are helping. A loan must be paid back, remember, my friends. What is this? Medical assistance. Bileti kolegiowe. Is it Polish or what? Canada will provide the Moldovan government with a loan, with a low interest loan like you have for your house. not a variable, fixed loan like you have for your house. My dear Canadians, I know so much. Your interest rates are big, and they're flexible, or they're not fixed, let's put it this way. That means could be, 25% today, could be 80% tomorrow, could be, 69 the next day. 69. Oh my God. Ooh, Freud, what are you doing to me? All right, Canada will provide Canadian, it's $88 million. Hey, it's 120 million Canadians. Oh, you dropped very low, the Canadian dollar. Remember when they were parity? To help house Ukrainian refugees, Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Joly announced on September 17. With this loan, we fulfill our commitment to Moldova. How about your fucking people? How about that? To help in the reception of Ukrainian refugees, Ukrainian state news agency quoted Joly. The loan will ensure essential financial stability. You got that? Like you have in Canada. Bull fucking shit. While Moldova implements an ambitious reform program and resists Russia's ongoing effort to destabilize its democracy. Moldova and democracy. All right. Canada announced new sovereign loan for the Republic of Moldova to help the third-party people. Good job. But their own, you go and work, my man. Work and compete with the cheap labor coming from the immigrants, because they are going to depress your work. Some of them are going to stay there because these guys are going to come here and they think they're going to, they got me up. So let's say I was right here as a laborer. These guys are coming cheap labor and I become a supervisor. There you go. And then these guys go like this, and then you disappear, and then they take over your fucking country. Good job. And now it's good for you, but in the long term, what are you going to do? You have a, fertility rate below those guys. Those guys are imported. And then Canada is going to be, I don't want to show anything here. It's going to be Canada. Do you think they're going to keep the same, or you don't care? You don't care. Why? Individualism and this baboonish guy in charge of you with his media. And you're going to agree with that. Good job, my friends. You bury your countries like these guys as well. And I wonder why mostly European, or at least this kind of countries, are committing suicide. Like that. I'm talking about nations, not about, like that. Why is that? Who's in charge of that? Who promotes that? Well, we know the guys who play horror, all of them together. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.